How a car cooling system works. Keeping your engine cool, efficient, and healthy. Your car's engine generates a lot of heat while running. Without a way to remove this heat, the engine would quickly overheat. That's where the cooling system comes in. Its job is to regulate temperature and prevent damage. The heart of the cooling system is the radiator. But several other parts work together to keep things running smoothly. Let's go step by step through the process. First, we have coolant, a mix of water and antifreeze. Coolant flows through passages in the engine block. As it moves, it absorbs heat from the metal surfaces. This heated coolant then exits the engine and heads toward the radiator. The radiator is a heat exchanger. It has many thin tubes and fins that increase surface area. Air passes over these fins to help remove heat from the coolant. Sometimes, a cooling fan helps push more air through the radiator. How does coolant move? That's the job of the water pump. The water pump is driven by a belt or chain connected to the engine. It circulates coolant continuously, ensuring even heat removal. Another important part is the thermostat. This small valve controls when coolant flows to the radiator. When the engine is cold, the thermostat stays closed. This allows the engine to warm up quickly. Once it reaches a certain temperature, the thermostat opens. Now coolant can flow to the radiator for cooling. Why is quick warm-up important? A cold engine is less efficient and produces more emissions. The thermostat helps bring the engine to optimal temperature faster. The cooling system also includes hoses. These flexible tubes connect the engine, radiator, and other components. They carry coolant where it needs to go. Over time, hoses can wear and should be checked regularly. Some cars have an expansion tank or overflow reservoir. Coolant expands as it heats up. The reservoir captures extra coolant, preventing pressure buildup. As the engine cools, coolant flows back into the system. The cooling fan deserves another mention. In older cars, it was belt-driven and always spinning. In modern cars, it's often electric and only turns on when needed. Sensors tell the fan when the coolant temperature is too high. In some vehicles, there's also an oil cooler. Engine oil also carries heat away from moving parts. The oil cooler helps maintain stable oil temperature. Let's look at the cooling process in motion. Heat. Coolant flows through the engine, absorbing heat. 2. The water pump pushes it toward the radiator. 3. The thermostat decides if it's time to cool down. 4. In the radiator, heat transfers to the air. 5. The cooled fluid returns to the engine to repeat the cycle. Proper coolant level is essential. Low coolant can lead to overheating and engine damage. Always check when the engine is cool, not hot. Coolant also contains corrosion inhibitors. These protect metal parts from rust and scale buildup. Over time, these additives break down. That's why coolant should be replaced according to the maintenance schedule. What happens if the cooling system fails? Overheating can warp engine parts. In severe cases, it can cause a complete engine breakdown. Warning signs include temperature gauge reading high, steam from under the hood, coolant leaks under the car, sweet smell from antifreeze. If you notice these, stop driving and investigate. Continuing with an overheated engine can cause major repairs. In modern vehicles, sensors and computers monitor temperature constantly. If something's wrong, you may see a warning light. The cooling system might seem simple, but it's crucial for engine health. Every component, from the radiator to the hoses, plays a role. To keep it working, check coolant levels regularly. Inspect hoses and belts for wear. Replace coolant on schedule. Listen for unusual noises from the water pump or fan. The car's cooling system is like its own life support network. Without it, your engine wouldn't last long. With proper care, it keeps your car running smoothly for years. Thanks for watching. Stay cool and keep your engine cooler.